Welcome to the Guardianly Real Scam Stories podcast. Okay, today we are diving into an explainer on a daily chore that we all know way too well. I'm talking about cleaning out our email inboxes. You know that super satisfying feeling of decluttering, right? You spot some random newsletter or a weird promotional email, and you just want it gone. But I gotta ask you, have you ever just blindly clicked unsubscribe to quickly clear out that junk mail? Honestly, we all do it. It feels like the proactive, responsible thing to do, right? Well, in this explainer, we're going to see how this incredibly helpful little button has actually been completely weaponized by scammers to use against us. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that this is an actual email received by Rick Rouse. He's a tech writer for ABQ News. So at first glance, it looks totally normal. It's a standard unsubscribe confirmation request, complete with this giant, super clickable unsubscribe me button. But Rick noticed a massive red flag. The email didn't actually say what he was supposedly unsubscribing from. And when he hovered his mouse over that big button just to check it out, no way, it wasn't linking to a web page at all. It was actually hiding a mail to link targeting his own email address. So, what does this all mean? Well, this gets right into the mechanics of what cybersecurity experts call the cheap scam. See, when you click that deceptive link, or if you accidentally send that auto-generated email, you aren't actually removing yourself from any list. You are doing the exact opposite. You're basically sending a flare-up to a vast network of scammers saying, hey, a real living human being is actively monitoring this inbox. Just by trying to opt out, you've painted a massive target on your back, pretty much guaranteeing your email is going to be sold on the black market and blasted with even more spam. And honestly, the scale of this threat is kind of wild. The cybersecurity company DNS Filter actually ran the numbers, and they found that 1 in every 644 email unsubscribe links is liable to send a user to a malicious site. Now, I know what you're thinking. 1 in 644 sounds pretty low, right? But think about the sheer volume of spam you delete every single week. When you're hitting that unsubscribe button dozens or even hundreds of times a month, your odds of encountering something dangerous absolutely skyrocket. This brings us to a really brilliant point that perfectly illustrates the core vulnerability here. It comes from Kiani, the chief technology officer at DNS Filter. He put it like this: I trust my email client, but I don't trust what's inside the email. Think about that for a second. When you click an unsubscribe link down in the body of an email, you are instantly yanked out of that safe, structured environment of your email provider. You're dropped straight into the wild west of the open web, where scammers have set up fake login pages to steal your credentials, or they exploit browser flaws to secretly drop spyware right onto your machine. But unfortunately, it actually gets much worse. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita recently put out a major warning about a severe escalation of this tactic. We're talking about a multi-layered social engineering attack that goes way beyond just a simple bad link. It's essentially a 3-step trap. It kicks off with a fake billing email, then it tricks you into calling a bogus hotline, and it ends with a devastating malware infection. Here's how the scam evolved. The fraudsters realized that modern security software is actually pretty darn good at detecting and blocking malicious links inside emails. So they adapted. Instead of giving you a risky link to click, they sent an email threatening a massive credit card charge for some free trial you definitely never signed up for. And instead of a link, they give you a phone number to call so you can unsubscribe or cancel the charge. And because you are the one taking the initiative to make that call and figure out what's going on, your guard is completely down. So you make the call, and the fraudster plays the role of this incredibly helpful, friendly operator. You frantically tell them you never signed up for the service, and they calmly say, oh my goodness, it appears someone else used your information. Don't worry, let me help you protect yourself. Then they guide you over to a fake company website and ask you to download a spreadsheet or a form to process the cancellation. But in reality, that download installs ransomware, or software that gives the scammer total remote control over your entire computer system. It's incredibly twisted because they pretend to be the ones protecting you while they are literally preying on you. Okay, let's dive into this. How can we actually empower ourselves against these tactics? There are some really concrete, simple rules you can start following right now to safely manage your inbox without ever falling into the unsubscribe trap. First up, we've got to stop clicking links in the body of emails we don't recognize. Instead, you want to look for what are called list unsubscribe headers. Basically, these are safe, trusted hyperlinks maintained by your actual email provider, like Gmail or Outlook, and they're located at the very top of the message, right in the subject heading. Using those keeps your interaction safely inside the email client. And hey, if that built-in option isn't there, just adopt a slash and burn strategy. Hit that mark as junk or spam button and let your email provider's algorithms do the heavy lifting for you. Second, protect your primary email address by using aliases.
There are awesome features out there like Apple's Hide My Email or similar tools from Google and Firefox that let you generate dummy email accounts whenever you sign up for stuff online. That way, if one of those dummy accounts gets compromised or targeted by tracking codes in one of these scams, your real personal inbox stays completely clean and totally isolated from the threat.
And finally, this is the absolute golden rule for any email threatening a charge or demanding that you cancel a subscription. Never ever call the phone number provided in that email, and do not click their links. If you're genuinely worried it might be real, just open up your browser and visit the official website directly yourself. Even better, call your credit card company using the verified number right on the back of your physical card. Explain the email you got and proactively tell them to block any shady charges.
So the next time you get that urge to quickly declutter your inbox, just remember that the word unsubscribe requires a little bit of caution. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. When you click a button in an unexpected email, who are you really confirming your personal data to? Is it a legitimate business, or is it a scammer just waiting in the wings? Stay safe out there, guys. If you found this explainer helpful and you want to learn how to outsmart even more everyday scams, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this explainer with your friends and family so they don't fall into the unsubscribe trap either. Thanks for joining me.